What up, Earthlings? This is your boy Moto Martian, coming at you with the first ever moto vlog. And just to have a quick introduction, this is my bike. It's a 2010 R1. We're gonna go up for a quick ride. We're gonna talk about the bike, how this bike came to be. It's a little bit of a long story, but let's get on the bike. Let's go. Oh, that's all good. Love that sound. So I'm not gonna go through with what the bike is or what kind of engine it is. I think everybody should know it's a 2010 R1. If you're a Yamaha fan, you know it's a the big the cross plane engine. So obviously it doesn't sound like one of your regular motorcycles, right? Has a little bit more of a growl, more of a punch. It's a great bike. Love it, and it's been one of my dream bikes, to be honest with you. So let's get on her. We're gonna go for a little bit of a ride. Nothing crazy, just on some back streets here. So, now that we're on the road, we can talk about a little bit of a history about myself. I was not born here. This is a beautiful, a little bit rainy Mississauga, Ontario, Canada. All I know is, when I was a little kid, all I wanted to be was on bikes, and it was just, just being on two wheels was a special thing for me. So obviously, when I had an opportunity, first bike I ever bought was a 2004 CBR 600RR. My mom helped me out a lot with that one. It was a special bike. It was a red in the front, black in the back. That's how I learned, to be honest with you, on a 600RR. There's arguments for it, against it. The first bike ever starting on a super sport, but you know what, I survived. I had some close calls, not crazy amount of close calls, but it was a great bike. The CBR is a great bike. Not very comfortable. Long rides, you're gonna have to stop every couple of, at least an hour, just to rest your back or rest your butt, because both of them will be killing you and your wrist, because it has a very aggressive seating position. So so from there, after riding for about maybe 3 to 4 years, I decided, it's time to stop riding and become do some adult things. So I did the adult thing, and then I decided recently, a couple of months ago, that it was time to get back. But before that, when I was riding my 2004 RR, just for some reason, I just felt like that bike, not the power, because the bike has plenty of power, but the bike itself physically wasn't a good fit for me. I mean, I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5'9". Well, currently I'm maybe about 185, but it just didn't seem right to me. The bike felt a little thin. I just felt like a little too big on the bike itself. So it was time. At that point, I was thinking, before I decided to sell it and do some adult things. When I say adult things, I mean you know, PG adult things, you know, become an adult, to be honest with you. So when I did the all my before I sold the bike, I should say, I was always dreaming about buying an R1. You know, I thought maybe I chose the wrong bike, the 2004, the CBR. I just loved the styling of the R1, and at that time the 2008 R1 came out. I just thought that's the most beautiful bike ever, from a sizing perspective, for the just the look and feel of the bike. Never mind the power, because I'm not interested. I was never interested going fast. All I wanted to do was just ride, I was never interested. I was never the guy to do the crazy shit, you know, popping wheelies and doing all that stuff. But although I did do a burnout, and it was a half-ass burnout. I still have a video of it. Maybe I'll put it up in a later video. But it wasn't good. I didn't want to do any of that. I just wanted to be on bikes and be on the road and be on two wheels, and being on a super sport was just natural for me. I just wanted to be on super sports. I didn't want anything else. So fast forward, I wanted to become I wanted to get a 2008 R1. That was my dream bike. So I sold the bike. I sold the 2004 CBR RR. You know, didn't ride for 10 plus years, and then when I wanted to get back into it, you know, I wasn't a kid anymore. So I mean, I can afford to get the bike I want, or the bike I dreamed about. So I started looking for what? The 2008 R1. And so when I looked for the 2008 R1, I found a couple of them. I didn't like the way they looked, or whatever the case may be, you know, overly done, overly jazzed up bikes. But then I found one. I found one in Montreal. Beautiful blue bike, low kilometers. It was just perfect, and I thought, you know what, this is it. It's perfect. So I made contact with the guy. I knew it's in Montreal. I knew for me to go get it, it would be a little bit of a distance to go get it. But that's okay. You know what? Because that was my dream bike. You know, I always wanted that bike, so I would do anything for that bike. Wanted to go get it. Doesn't matter to me. So I made contact with him. At first he seemed like a nice guy. He decided, you know, I guess the first red flag for me should have been, you know, he would never message me during the day. He would only message me at night, like midnight. So at first I thought maybe he's you know, he just works overnight, or you know, during the day, or whatever. I don't know. Or maybe he works overnight, goes to sleep, you know, or when he wakes up is when he messages, obviously at night. So I was trying to justify it, but anyways, he would only message me at night, which was fine. And we were going back and forth about the bike. I wanted to hear some startup videos.